Hello and welcome to Doordarshan News. I'm Sidhant Sibal with my co-anchor Sonia, and let's go straight to the top stories of the day. Supreme Court says huge investment made by companies in coal block without getting clearance cannot be a ground for not cancelling license. CBI registers 2 fresh cases in coal block allocation issue. Parliament to meet next month for a fortnight-long session to pass vote on account pending important anti-corruption legislations to expected to be passed during the brief session. Opposition parties accuse Samajwadi Party's UP government for wasting public money on foreign junkets of ministers and MLAs, slams it for holding extravagant Safai Mahotsav even as Muzaffarnagar riot victims are living in harsh conditions. And North and Central India in grip of intense cold wave, fresh snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh pulls down temperatures. Dense fog disrupts life in North India and Delhi. On to our top story, the Supreme Court today said huge investment made by companies in coal block without getting clearance cannot be a ground for not cancelling licenses and asked the centre to respond whether it intends to deallocate such allocations. The Apex Court said any investment made in anticipation of clearances cannot be justified and such blocks cannot be protected if the companies fail to get clearances within a time frame fixed under the law. The CBI has registered 2 fresh cases in connection with alleged irregularities in allocation of coal block during 1993-2004 period. With this, the CBI has still now filed 16 FIRs in this case. The 15th and 16th FIR in this case have mentioned names of BLA Industries, BLA Managing Director, Castron Technology, Castron Mining, some unknown public servants and private persons. Earlier as well, CBI had filed cases pertaining to Colgate scam against many big companies. The CBI also conducted searches in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Dhanbad, Narsinghpur and Bhopal. The CBI probe into coal block allocation scam is being monitored by the Supreme Court. CBI will file status report before the Apex Court on 9th of January. The status report will contain important information pertaining to missing files. Also, those cases whose probe is going to be completed will be known. On to some news from Delhi. There was high drama at the AAP headquarters in Kaushambi in Ghaziabad yesterday when 30 to 40 activists of a right-wing fringe group Hindu Rakshak Dal attacked and vandalized it. 12 people, including the group's national convener Pinky Chaudhary, have been arrested. After the attack, the group said that the attack was aimed at registering its protest against AAP leader Prashant Bhushan's remark that there should be a referendum on the presence of security in the Kashmir Valley. His party had distanced itself from this remark, stating that it was not the party's stand but Bhushan's personal opinion. AAP now claims that BJP was behind the attack. On this part, the BJP condemned the attack and denied any involvement. The Congress too denounced the attack, saying retorting to violence in the name of a protest was deplorable. In a major breakthrough for Andhra Pradesh police, a key Naxal leader and spokesperson of the Maoist party in Chhattisgarh's Danna Kanarya yesterday surrendered with his wife. Gusa Usendi alias Jiveki Prasad, a high-ranking member and spokesperson of the Danna Kanarya Special Zonal Committee of the banned Communist Party of India Maoist, was involved in Naxal activities for past 25 years. He was carrying a cash reward of 20 lakh rupees on his head. The 15th Lok Sabha will meet for the last time for a fortnight early next month to pass a vote on account budget ahead of the Lok Sabha elections expected to be held in April-May. The government also plans to ensure passage of some crucial anti-corruption legislations like Whistleblowers and Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill and Citizens Charter Bill, which have been flagged by Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi. Election Commission sources have indicated that Lok Sabha polls may be held in April-May in 5 to 6 phases. As per the convention, the government gets a vote on account passed and the new regime, which is voted in, will present a proper budget. The parliament session will be the continuation of the winter session as both the houses were not prorogued. India is in constant touch with the United States to resolve the Indian diplomat Devyani Khobragare issue. Talking to reporters in New Delhi yesterday on the sidelines of a function, External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid said that both sides are exchanging their points of view every day in this regard. He said that the two countries must find out a solution to restore the dignity of the diplomat who is the face of India's diplomacy in the US. He said New Delhi expects from Washington to do what a friendly country does. Delhi government has launched an anti-corruption helpline to deal with complaints of graft-related cases in the national capital. Launching the helpline number, which is 011-27357169, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that the number will be functional from 8 a.m. in the morning to 10 in the night on all days. While calling on the number, the people will get advice how to trap the officials and staff seeking bribe from concerned person by a sting operation. 2 days back, the Chhattisgarh government took similar initiative to launch a toll-free helpline number 1100 to lodge graft-related complaints against the state government officials. Beside complaints related to civic problems that include cleanliness, street lights, others can also be lodged through the toll-free number. Fresh snowfall led to closure of the Srinagar-Jammu National Highway and prompted authorities to issue an avalanche warning in Himachal Pradesh. Dozens of Jammu-bound passengers, heavy vehicles had been left stranded with the closure of the Jawahar Tunnel. The weatherman has predicted moderate to heavy snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir due to fresh western disturbances. In Himachal, authorities have warned the people living in high-altitude areas against venturing out during daytime given the avalanche threat. In Delhi, the minimum temperature hovered around 4.4 degrees, 3 degrees below the normal. In the plains too, minimum temperature registered a rise across Punjab and Haryana while cloudy weather prevailed in the Union Territory of Chandigarh. Rajasthan continued to shiver with icy winds blowing across the state. On to the news from US, an Arctic blast has started easing its grip on much of the eastern United States from yesterday, with winds calming and the weather warming slightly a day after temperature records, some more than a century-old, shattered. The National Weather Service gave no precise temperatures but said a much anticipated warm-up is expected over the eastern two-thirds of the United States. The slight warming comes after some truly stunning temperatures, in some cases lower than on the surface of Mars. Schools, businesses and government offices were closed. Water mains and household pipes froze. Airplanes were grounded, trains were halted, and roads and sideways became ice rinks. On to news from the world of sports. Top Indian women's double pair of Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Popanna began their new season on a winning note as they entered the second round of the Korea Open Super Series badminton tournament on Wednesday. The Commonwealth Games gold medalist duo thrashed a New Zealand pair of Anna Rankin and Madeline Stepton 21-10, 21-7 in just 19 minutes. However, they have a tough task ahead of them as they take on local third seeds and world number 7 pair Ye Neng Jiang and So Young Kim on Thursday in their first ever clash. Well, time for the recap of the headlines. Supreme Court says huge investment made by companies in coal block without getting clearance cannot be a ground for not cancelling license. CBI registers 2 fresh cases in coal block allocation issue. Parliament to meet next month for a fortnight-long session to pass vote on account pending important anti-corruption legislations to expected to be passed during the brief session. Opposition parties accuse Samajwadi Party's UP government for wasting public money on foreign junkets of ministers and MLAs. Slams it for holding extravagant Safai Mahotsav even as Muzaffarnagar riot victims are living in harsh condition. And North and Central India in grip of intense cold wave. Fresh snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh pulls down temperatures. Dense fog disrupts life in North India and Delhi. Well, that's all in this edition of the Bulletin. Have a nice day.